news of what occurred in my absence.
Remain. Summon the merchants. I would browse their goods.
Home gladdens the heart.
So I think I'm going to use this army to go and nab all of these provinces. I don't think there's going to be much resistance up there. Which means that you can push further east. Or we could have you going south. Although I really like my defensive position here. Because we're now at peace with Liu Zhang. Which means we're not going to get attacked from the south, which is one of the few entrances. Then the only other way through is Hangzhong. Which is fortified by a city that blocks the entire pass. So what I may want to do is move you down to go and fortify Hangzhong. Yeah, let's do that. Let's also put you into force march so you actually, you know, get there in 8 turns instead of 10.
Serve integrity.
We've got an artillery, water clock, more replenishment. Nice. So if you're going to go and grab these provinces, then I think you're going to go and attack this stuff. So we'll send you to Anding's farmland.
Shout fury.
And once we have Anding's farmland, we've basically secured one of the most important provinces for us. Because Anding has both farmland and livestock, which means it's going to be an absolutely incredible food producer. And we're currently upgrading it to a small city, which means it will be walled as well. Don't know if you care about it, but Heiyi is actually pronounced like He-yi. Okay. I'll try and bear that in mind. Zhang Zhao, rest his soul requires your success, Master Gong. I'll see what I can do. Summon the merchants! Kong Rong runs desperate to the opposing side. So still smiling, of course. Oh, when I married Kong Rong to what's her name, that smile just took on a whole new meaning. Find it funny, the Yellow Turbans want to destroy the Han and is at peace with a member of the royal family. Well, actually, you start the game at peace with this guy. And there is a pin saying he seems cooler than the other royals, but definitely has some other kind of motivation, but we're not going to kill him immediately, or something like that. Gong sat in the corner of the map building a grand fortress for the Wei. He will succeed where his allies failed. We'll certainly try. I see you went back to extreme unit size for the playthrough. I've not seen any of the huge battles of the PC holding up for now. It is. We turned down some of the graphics settings in order to maintain bigger unit size. We're on extreme still. We're still mostly ultra. We turned down the shadows to high. And we turned down VFX detail to high. And I think these two combined, instead of being ultra, has been what's made the difference, because I haven't had much slowdown, if any slowdown, since I did that. Even with the bigger battles. That being said, I haven't had any Kong Rong style fights yet. Because we are still, like, on the outskirts of the power bases. We're big. We have a lot of territory. Our population's still relatively small, though. But our armies aren't huge. We have a lot of armies, but they're all quite small. Although, speaking of it, we now have 1 million people in Wudu. Oh, that's fantastic. Remember when we cleared this out, like at the beginning of the game, I had quite literally 0 population here. Because when you replenish armies, you do use population. The population growth there was so slow that we recruited every single person of fighting age. And probably not fighting age. Really happy when I got Lu Bu in as Liu Bei. He was smiling the whole entire time. Kong Rong the Playboy. He might even be China's Tony Stark. I think he might well be. Wang Lan's declared war on Dong Min. Faction developments. Heavenly Reason. The Heavenly Reason does not quarrel, but it is sure to conquer. It speaks not, but is sure to respond. It summons not, but attracts men naturally. It works patiently, but is sure in its designs. And we have a Laba Festival, which gives us the +10 public order. It is the day of the Laba Festival, as in the tradition you gather your officers together and tell the chefs to prepare the traditional Laba Congé, a simple dish while travelling the roads, but a mix of rice, beans and dried fruits lifts the spirit. Is this faction-wide? This seems to be faction-wide. Very nice. So the Yellow Turbans have their own research tree, and they can actually increase their research rate, unlike any of the Chinese factions. So you can go pretty tech-heavy if you want to, and you have access to buildings like we have over here. Is that the one we tore down? That's the one we tore down. Never mind. But you can actually get esoterics. Yeah, which increases enlightenment and increases research rate. Enlightenment is your level. It basically replaces prestige, and you go up through enlightenment. And as you do that, you unlock new technologies. So the more enlightened you are, the more of this tree you unlock. So at the moment, we're up to healed, which gives us up to this. Once we become empowered, we get these. And once we become ascended, we get these. And He-Man has leveled up. I love how He-Man is the most powerful. That does give me a chuckle every time I see it. So, He-Man, what am I going to level you up in? Inspiration would let you encourage, would also give you a bit more expertise. I would very much like to get your expertise over 100, so that you become legendary and you don't die as fast. More campaign movement for your army would also be solid. More damage. And melee evasion. You are not actually the best duelist. In fact, your dueling abilities are a little bit disappointing. I am really tempted to demote you. Currently using a trader, and you have the woozy. I think I can give you that. And yes, I'm going to demote you. Militia of Virtue are actually really sodding expensive, so we're going to go ahead and disband those. And the cavalry will disband.
How can I serve?
And then you, we call. No, we'll keep you around. I just want to pay for all of your armies. And then your promotion can be... campaign movement. You can be my garrison force. And you're going to continue rushing down to Hanchong. You are going to continue on to Wuwei. And Gong will continue on to Anding, the farmland. And we still need to choose what we want to develop, so I think we are going to grab Encourage Militia so we finish off all of the first tier researches. This is going to give me access to Militia of Virtue Enchanters. Neither of which I really use, let's be honest. That's the poison infantry, which I don't think I'd use either. These are buildings. Oh, hang on. Silk Road Market. I'm probably going to need to unlock that because I'm building a lot of Silk Road stuff, so yes, we will do this. And speaking of the Silk Road stuff, can I upgrade any of my Silk Roads? No. I can, however, upgrade my buried weapon caches. Let's do this. Let's do this with the Commander's view. Wudu, nothing. Anding has a bunch of empty slots. One of these is going to be a guerrilla warfare building, so we can get more money. Hanchong can also upgrade theirs. There we are, that makes me happy. It's just encouraging me to do even more fighting. Hey Samek, how's the game treating me so far? I really like it. As I've said several times, this is easily the best of the Total Wars yet. I do really, really like it. He-Man needs a Greyskull sword to release his full potential. Yes, he kind of does. I wish we could rename units, so do I. Liu Shang has declared war on me. This is the second time you've declared war on me. I did not punish you for it for the first time, but this time I think I will. And also, who's that? Cao Cao has requested Liu Di join the war. Liu Di has declared war on Dong Min. And you declared war on me. Who's this? Dong Min himself. Going after Hang Zhong. And they also have Yu Zhu going after my silk trader.
China is people, not its oppressive warlords.
We are as one.
Let's send you first. I'm curious what this is going to cost. Cost 4,000?
Marching.
In that case, I'm just going to leave those empty for now, I think. We'll take the livestock farm, we'll take the salt mine. We'll just take everything up here. We'll send you south. We'll have you attack farmland. 2,100 versus 3,000. What battlefield is this? Please be an open field. Towers. Well, you know what towers mean. Another massive cavalry charge just to bludgeon my way in. We'll do this as a night battle, so they suffer the morale penalties. We have no reinforcements anyway. Let's do this.
We must do what is needed for China. To save China, I must end these enemies.
Sandwich like a sandwich. Okay, gotcha.
Change is in the air. Let us harness this transformation.
Let no odds dampen our zeal. Victory shall be ours.
And before we get started here, I know a bunch of you hit that follow button when Lionheart did the raid. So, Filthy Baguette, King Clone, Ron Vink, Sickenwind, Chicken Wings, I guess that's supposed to be, Malik Rofek, Viscount Flipmo, Hunter, Jack Black, Eisenkrautzer, Eisenkrum, Peace Walker Mike, Crystal Dwarf, War Midori, Fizzle Fry, thank you very much for the sub. The others, thank you very much for the follows. Lemon Magic, Cornflake, oh, that's a great name. Fizzle Fry, Danny Coys, Lone Wolf, and Tony First Gen, thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. And Lord Real Commander, thank you very much for the bits. Appreciate that. It's good to see so many of you here. Hello, hello, hello. Alright, let's fight this. Okay, so this does have rather more spread out towers. Oh, this is the big battle that I won against all of the odds in my Kong Rong series, I remember. I horrifically outnumbered, attacked on two different sides, and we still won. With just the garrison.
At the ready.
Now, do we have any forests around? Yes, we have one, we have two. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to grab our cavalry and stick you in here, where hopefully you are hidden. We're going to stick the big bosses in here as well.
Ready.
As the
Ready.
horse archers.
Ready, bows. Bowmen. Ready. The time has come.
So all of you are hidden. And then what we're going to do is we're going to establish our main force over here. Or one or the other. Nope, I like this position more. So we're going to go... Yellow turbans. No, we're going to go this guy in the middle. Of course, we have to deploy back here. And then spearmen. And spearmen. Go yellow turban warriors, warriors, spearmen, and spearmen. And finally, archers in the back line. Five grapes. Okay, start battle. They should all be deployed here. They are. Fantastic. Right, you lot. If you can run into here and seize this, that would make me extremely happy. I want to see if this reacts to the fact that we're rushing their gatehouse. Because if we take this and don't get shot by the towers anymore, then I'll happily move the cavalry around. Like in these fights, you want to mitigate the amount of damage the towers can do. That's like the biggest deal. Nice to see a fellow Brit. He's Dutch living in the UK. Dutch? Same thing. It doesn't look like they're reacting to this at all. Now we are about to get hit by all of their archers moving forwards. I did notice them moving. So we definitely lost quite a few troops on the way in. You can see the damage the towers do, which is why you really don't want towers shooting at you while you're trying to rush the main entrance. We will also have lost a few going through here, but nowhere near as many because cavalry just move faster. Captured. Captured. Militia. Eminently chargeable. Go for it. Enjoy yourselves! Alright. Charge bonus. Melee evasion buff. Go.
Our comrade is under attack.
The enemy unit flees! What cowards!
For the cause! The time has come! Take them down! Archers, attack! Bows! Bowmen, stand ready! Take aim!
Still yourselves!
Get moving!
Move my cavalry back. These spearmen are actually doing a bit of damage to us, and it kind of sucks. Alright, archers are starting to open up, which is good. And in fact, their archers are almost out of ammo already.
Our men are running! The spineless cowards!
Just as long as you don't run that way, it's fine.
Forces, stand ready!
If you run out this side or the bottom side,
Stand ready!
I will reluctantly allow it.
Strike! Unleash fury! At the ready! Attack!
The time has come.
Prepare! Take heed, warriors!
And now my archers are doing a number on their archers and forcing them to run because we're using fire. Burn, baby, burn!
The enemy unit flees! What cowards! Feel the fury of the earth!
Oh. My other horse archers are, stabby horsemen just ran. Haven't been babysitting my cavalry very well at all.
At the ready. Move out quickly.
Meanwhile, Gong is taking on this entire unit on his own. And winning, of course. 300 kills and counting.
Ready! Steel yourselves!
Let's get you in a little bit closer so we can drop that heal. Have you charge into, why not? And now all of my heroes are full health again. Because that's definitely not broken.
Just like that.
Missiles! Fire! Loose!
In fact, let's guard mode the horse archers and the archers. They don't just go herring off after anyone.
Make ready! Fight! At the ready! Attend!
Stand ready!
I think after this fight I'm really going to have to spend some money rebuilding this army, because we're getting a lot of experience for units that we're just going to end up disbanding. So I'd rather start building up the experience of the units we actually want to keep, even if we have fewer of them.
The time has come! Take heed, warriors! Destroy them!
Take heed, warriors! Not and ready!
Excellent!
Archers ready!
Ready!
Zhang, you've only killed 81. That's
To
disappointing.
battle!
Gong Du's here with 462 and you're both veterans.
Show no mercy!
Come on, dude.
Make ready!
Attend! Unleash
Well, even the healer is 142.
Charge!
Prepare!
It's very disappointing. You're better than this. Probably.
Make ready! Look! The enemy run! Craven!
To attention!
Right, see if you can crash into the back of this and actually break this blob apart.
To attention!
Meanwhile, the healer's doing his damage against their archers.
Do not relent! Attack!
You're just going to plow through everything you possibly can. 500 kills.
Steel yourselves!
Oh, this should be a good splash damage. Let's see if people go flying. Oh, did no one go flying? Oh, that's disappointing.
To battle!
It's very disappointing. I think you're about to send people flying. Come on. Let's see the flying. Whack! Oh yeah!
The enemy warriors are running! Ha! Fight! Ready!
Spears! Stand ready!
124. Archer's got 100. The healer's got 190. Come on. I mean, Gong Du's racing ahead in this one with 600 kills now.
Our success looms
I think
large.
Game of Thrones would work well in this engine.
Kill them! Attend!
Probably actually slightly more so than something like Lord of the Rings. This would be a really good engine for Game of Thrones. Gong Du is the Chinese Robert Baratheon and he kills everything with a hammer. Hopefully he won't get sad and fat afterwards. He probably will. Gods, I was strong then! I just finished watching Game of Thrones. Finally finished that last season.
Our victory is proof of heaven's approval.
Is there a burning city effect like in Attila? I don't think so, no. Although there are cities that start the map unoccupied, so I don't think it would be difficult to implement.
Only by growth will the word be spread.
Alright, so now we've got our food supply secured, having taken both the... Oh no, we don't actually have the livestock farm yet, but we have the farmland, which is great. Blimey, it's level 4 already? Wow. Unfortunately, the fertility here sucks, but oh well. We will... I don't want to continue doing that, no, we won't. So, what were we deciding? I think both of you two are going to get disbanded, so we'll swap you out for... I think you're going to be my frontline commander, because you kind of have to be. My frontliners are going to be a mix of reclaimers and guardians of the land. The guardians of the land technically have 55% armor. Reclaimers are just 35. The thing that the Guardians of the Land don't have is missile resistance, but I'm not convinced they need to because our cavalry is so strong. So maybe we should just go with Guardians of the Land, their halberd infantry. I don't know if halberd infantry benefit from the spear upgrade. Let's take a look. If we go to this, and then this... Your armor class is 45%. So that's the base. So the fact that our spears here
You grant me a kindness in calling, my lord.
is 55. Wait, who is 72? Oh, he does. I mean, they cost the same. The real benefit of the Reclaimers is their missile resist. They have a 50% missile resist, which is fantastic. But the Guardians of the Land just do so much more damage. 55 armor and 36 melee evasion. They're going to be just beasts in close combat. Ah, sod it. We're building those. Can't afford more, though. Right. Now, I think that I may well need to send you down here to go and help resist this attack. So let's force march you, because you're actually a hell of a lot closer to the front line than this guy is. Or this guy.
Remain honest.
Ending can build. What can you do? You can build a currently non-existing building. This is definitely going to be something which modifies food production, which would be the peasant family housing. Communal farms doesn't modify it, just adds more, which is fine. What other buildings do we have that can modify food income? Factoring doesn't, artisans don't. Farmer housing do, actually quite a lot, but it's only at the higher levels. Grain storage doesn't, it's just reserve capacity. Communal square doesn't, schools pretty sure don't. Faction-wide experience bonus though, we'll need to remember that. Commerce. Guerrilla warfare, which we're already getting. Recruitment doesn't. Forges don't. Garrisons don't. Temples don't. Headquarters don't. Esotericism don't. Okay, so we're going to have to get labour housing here, which we can build. Sorry, farming housing. Right, labour housing doesn't. No, that's commerce and industry. Okay, cool.